Hi, I'm Brian Adams.
And I'm Taylor Savigny, and we're Assistant Directors at the Student Activities Office. We work collaboratively to help educate and train student organizations here at BU. We've spent the better half of this year working really hard on an awesome new project. So today, we want to share with you our plans for the future at the Student Activities Office.
The Student Activities Office knows that we really need to improve our support for student organizations. But in order to do that, we need to improve how we educate and train our student groups so they can be successful here at BU. So, over the course of this past academic year, we met with a variety of student group leaders, including student government, a number of student organizations, and other campus partners to discuss changes we could make to the office, and based on their feedback during the series of focus groups, we've come up with a plan. We're thrilled to introduce The Square, a new recognition program designed to assist student group efforts, train current and future leaders to better streamline the process for planning events, and to assist in the overall success of student groups on campus. Ultimately, our goal is to make your experience a positive one and to be more fulfilling. So here's a brief rundown of what this will look like.
So we have 4 different roads. Each road will have required trainings or workshops with added benefits. So let's take a second to elaborate on what I mean by trainings. Our office will be hosting a number of comprehensive student organization development trainings throughout the academic year. These workshops aren't meant for you to just check a box. We really want to take this opportunity to introduce topics that will enhance your experience as a student leader. So maybe you want to learn how to recruit better for your organization, or you want to learn how to effectively manage a budget. Maybe you want to get a little creative and start engaging your group alumni. All of these trainings will be tailored to what your group can benefit from.
Let's go through some of the basics. What makes a Bay State a Bay State? These groups are super passionate about a variety of different topics. Most of the time, they're meeting weekly in classrooms and hosting more intimate programs on campus. We want to ensure that these groups can spend more time doing what they love and less time worrying about complex logistics. So let's take a look at some of the requirements for Bay State organizations. These requirements will apply for all continuing roads as well. Really simple stuff here, folks. We're talking about things like having an updated constitution, identifying 4 executive board leaders, participating in a basic OrgSync how-to training, and this last piece that we feel is really important is to participate in annual hazing, diversity inclusion, and sexual assault trainings. Now, let's take a look at the benefits associated with Bay State organizations. Here, you see groups will have access to certain classroom space on campus, areas in the GSU, and various rehearsal spaces. You can also see some of the benefits related to business, like being tax exempt, having a mailbox, or creating ticket sales with Eventbrite. You'll also see here that you will not be required to have a faculty or staff advisor for your organization.
So a key piece of this program is that it builds upon itself. So for our next road, Beacon, you'll see there are some additional requirements as well as some added benefits to the Bay State Road. Our Beacon organizations typically have larger memberships, host programs for both members of the group and the campus community, and rely heavily on university resources such as Allocations Board. In addition to the trainings and requirements for Bay State, we're asking Beacon groups to also participate in an annual treasurer training, to choose an additional training of the group's choice, and to participate in a mid-year review.
Our next road is Commonwealth. Commonwealth organizations are doing a number of events throughout the year, and many of these attract the broad campus and surrounding neighborhood communities. They typically need a little more support and guidance from our office. Some of the additional requirements for Commonwealth organizations include 2 additional club trainings, a large-scale event management training, a mid-year and year-end review, as well as a meeting twice a semester with either myself or Taylor. The goal here is to provide more one-on-one mentorship for these groups who need more support from our office. Because these organizations have a complex training program to complete, the benefits include access to space like Metcalf Ballroom and off-campus rented venues.
Our last road is Brookline. All of our resident hall associations and college governments will fall under this road, with the exception of student union government. These groups are directly funded by the undergraduate student fee and have a number of different expectations and requirements because of this direct funding model. So that pretty much sums up a brief overview of our program, and we know that you probably have a ton of questions like, where does my group fall, what are the benefits, when does this program launch, and what about Allocations Board? All of the answers to these questions live under the FAQ page on our website, so follow the link to check these out and to learn more about each road.
We're very excited to roll out this new plan and can't wait to continue to improve our support for our different organizations. Remember, at the end of the day, these are different roads, same destination.